Hey guys, I'm going to take you through today some strengthening exercises for the whole body, conditioning work, body tensioning with a little bit of stretching at the end, and it's going to help you to prevent injuries. It'll help you recover from an injury, but also, best of all, it's going to help you perform better. Run faster, throw harder, perform better in general. Okay, so we're going to start off with the feet hip width apart. We're just going to talk about body positioning to start with. This is so important to keep going through all of the exercises. So your toes are forwards, your feet are hip width apart. I want your knees just a little bit bent. It's typical people lock their knees back. So your knees a little bit bent. I want you to tuck your bottom under slightly. It's from the side, tucking your bottom under slightly. Drop the ribs down. They may be up, they may just be in place. So just bring them down, keep them there, open out through the chest, and then tucking through the chin. So not poking the head forwards, tucking through the chin. Now hands going to be on the hips to start with, and we're just going to do some squats. So we're going to do 3 sets of 20. So here we go. Sitting backwards into your heels and come back up tall. Let me show you that from the side. Sit back and come up tall. Sit back, come up tall. Good. 5, tighten your thighs on the way up. 6, allow the body to come forwards. 8, sitting backwards as if you're sitting down on a chair. Good. 12, 13. Notice these are slow and controlled. You want to get some control through your body. Good. 17, squeeze your bum on the way up, squeeze your thighs. 18, 19, 20. Fantastic. We're going to sneak some stretching in between. So if you stretch one quad, bringing your knees a little bit close together, dropping the knee down towards the floor, tucking your bottom under, drop your shoulders. Good, and then we're going to do the other side. Bend that standing knee a little bit. Push the other knee down, pull your heel to your bum, tucking your bottom under, not arching your back. Good. All right, so second set of squats, feet hip width apart, remember toes pointing forwards, drop your shoulders, sitting back into it. So sit back and come up tall. Let's in fact have the arms out in front for this one, just to change it up a little bit. Squeezing your bum on the way up, drop your shoulders down. Scoop in through that lower tummy, sticking your bottom backwards each time, as if you're sitting down on something behind you. Good, so 10 more. 2, 3, 4, tuck the chin, 5, sit back into the heels, 7, 8, 2 more. 10. Fantastic. We're going to stretch the hamstrings in between this time, so sticking the heel forwards, sitting back, dropping the shoulders. Good. So you'll notice that on a few of these I may miscount. We're not going to get too focused on numbers here. It's not so important. What's important is you get it done. Good. Other leg. So you can put your own music on here. I don't want to assume I know what you want to listen to, so you can put your own music on in the background. Fantastic. Last set of squats, we're going to have hands on the head this time. Elbows wide, chest open, feet pointing forwards, sitting back into it. Good. Squeeze your bum on the way up. 5, 6, using your tummy a little bit. 7, squeeze your thighs, tighten your knees. 9, 10, good, another 10, 2, keep them controlled, keep your elbows wide, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. Fantastic. So just plain squats, no weight at this stage, just thinking about getting those muscles working, and I bet you can feel it just that little bit in your thighs. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to do some split squats now. These are like lunges, but you don't step into them. You start with your feet. Again, that kind of hip width apart, but obviously we're going to be sideways here. Up on that back toe, pull that back heel up behind you, and your feet are nice and wide. They're going to be just as wide as they need to be if you're going to come down into this position. So hands on the hips again. We're actually just going to do 10 each side and 3 sets again. Keeping the weight backwards on that back leg, sinking down into the knee on that back. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your bum on that side. 5, 6. Keep your tummy working. 7, 8. 2 more. 10. Brilliant. Other side. Up on that back toe. Make sure you don't lose your balance. Tuck your bottom under a little bit. Squeeze here. Soft back knee. Up on the toe there. Everything pointing forwards. Off we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep alignment. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, 10. Brilliant. So 3 sets of these, guys. Not easy. Let's stretch the quads in between. Sink down, bend your knee, bottom under. This is where you do need some music on, because I don't want to be talking at you the whole time. Good. Other side. Once you've done the video a couple of times, you can mute me and just remember the sequence as you go through. But it's quite good to have these prompts every so often. So let's do our second set. Up on the back toe, bottom tucked under, hands on your hips, and off we go. 1, make sure that back knee is going straight down to the floor. 3, squeeze your bum on the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't come forwards over the front leg. 9, 10. Good stuff. Other side. Up on that back toe. Everything pointing forwards. Bottom tucked under. And off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Stretch your hamstrings. Heel in front, sit back behind, arch the back a little, pulling the toes up. Good stuff. Good, other side. Make sure you breathe, get some air in your lungs. Nice one. Last set of these. Thighs should be burning a little bit now. It just shows you don't need weights necessarily to get stronger and tighter. Using your tummy a little bit. We're going to have our hands on our head again this time. Just brings in slight other challenges. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze on that side. 8, 9. Last one. 10. Fantastic. Other side. Up on that back toe. Everything in alignment. Hands behind your head. And off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 10. Fantastic. We're just going to stretch off the inner thighs just to finish off that leg section. Elbows on your knees. Good. And sinking down and opening out through the knees there. You're kind of balancing yourself. And you can just go from side to side. It stretches that off nicely and gives you a little bit more of a quads burn, of course. All right. So from there, we're going to come down onto the floor. So, onto your back. Good. Make sure, again, I'm just going to go through the positioning quickly. before we start. So your feet are hip width apart, your toes are pointing forwards, knees are hip width apart as well. Find a little arch in the lower back. So just rock your pelvis forwards and backwards and find a little arch in the lower back there. Drop the ribs down, open out through the chest, tuck through the chin, and we're going to do what's called a dead bug. So we're going to bring the right leg up, draw your tummy in, get yourself nice and strong, pull the ribs down, tighten through those abs. Pick up the other leg. The arms are going to be up as well. So we're going to take the right arm up, the left leg out, and then we come in. The aim of this is to keep this section as tight as you can and as still as you can. So right arm up, left leg out, come back, other side. Notice the toes are pulled up. You guys, I'm assuming, are all involved in sport, which means that we need to think about the toes being pulled up all the time. Now, if you happen to be a dancer or a gymnast, then you can point, and you wouldn't be doing this in trainers as well, by the way. Good, so pick your sport. Anything sprinting, like football, rugby, tennis even, toes up. Anything more artistic, point. Good. 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. 1 leg down at a time. And we're just going to do what we call shoulder bridges in between. So your feet are hip width apart, but your heels are close to your bum. Tucking your bottom under, curling up, pushing your knees away, scooping in your tummy, curl back down again. Good, so we're trying to move one of the small backbones at a time, the vertebrae. Curling up, pushing the ribs down, curling down. Good, so it should just be easing things off a little bit after that last one. Last one. Good. Keeping that little arch in the back, ribs down, chest open, chin tucked, legs and arms up again. So we're going to do another set of these dead bugs, 20 of them. Okay, 1, 2. Notice the speed is slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5. Always pause. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going, 8 more. Keep breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Fantastic. 1 leg down at a time, and relax your arms. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest this time to stretch things off. Sometimes when you've been using your abdominals, you don't want to stretch them to relax them. You need to close down to help the muscle to relax. We also want to shorten and tighten those muscles. So it's good to bring your knees in to relax off. But enough of that. Last set, tuck your chin. Drop your shoulders down towards the floor. Legs up 1 at a time. Right arm up, left leg out. Good. Keep those ribs drawn down. Keep your abs strong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Tighten the thigh each time. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Amazing. 1 leg down at a time. Good stuff. So I'd imagine a lot of you have been told that a plank is a good thing to do. It really is. It gives you some good body tension and some core work. But I do like you to move in a plank. So we're going to do 3 different planks, and we're going to do some movement at the same time. So it becomes specific to your sport and helps you with the performance of your sport. The first one we're going to do is like a slow mountain climber. Some of you may or may not have done mountain climbers. So we're just going to be in the plank position, and you're just going to bring your knee to that elbow, like so. Good. So we are going to do just 10 of these to start with, because I think we're going to have to build up the numbers yourself in your own time. Okay, plank position, everything nicely in line, shoulders bum to feet. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. Should we go for 15 on the next one? Okay, let's go. Hands as wide as your mat. Out into a plank, let's go 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stick to 10. You thought that's the one that you felt happy with. Last one. Brilliant. All right. So let's change it up again for the next one. We're going to be more on the elbows here. So more what you would think of as a plank. Clasp your hands together. We're going to stretch the legs out, but what I want you to do is lower one knee down at a time. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of those. Both up to start with. Lower one down at a time. Draw in your tummy. Make sure your bum's in line. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. Keep that tummy working. That's 20. Well done. Stop at any time on any of these. Make sure that you're not lifting your bum up too high, not dropping your hips. So you might need to get someone to check you, or try and do it in front of a mirror somewhere. If you can, pause the video and go and check if you need to. And you shouldn't feel any back pain or any pain anywhere other than the pain of doing the exercise. Okay, last one. We're going to start with the knees down and the hands clasped, and we're straightening one leg out at a time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 20. 9, 10, another 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. There you go, just arch and drop through the back a couple of times to relax it off. And then we are going to do some press-ups. So staying in this similar position, you have 3 different options. Now I'm not going to assume how strong your arms are here. So box press-up, like so. Half press-up, like so. Full press-up, like so. Now then, we're going to do 3 sets of 10, so pick your press-up. I'm going to do the first one as full press-ups. Follow me if you can. Don't want any pain, don't want any broken noses on the floor. So, first set of 10. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Amazing. All right. So if you feel like me, perhaps go to a half press up on the next one. See what you think. All right. Straight off, we're going to get these done. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Good stuff. Sit back on your heels, stretch your arms out. Good stuff. All right, we are going to do the last set. Choose which one you want to do. Okay, and off we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Amazing. All right, one more exercise to go, and that is for your glutes. So we are going to be on the side here. Top leg is going to be out straight. Hips are stacked. That means one on top of the other. Get up on that elbow. You're not collapsed. You're up tall. And what we're doing is lifting and lowering. We're going to do 10 on each side, 3 times. We're going to do this super fast to get this done. Okay, off we go. 1, keep that top leg strong. 2, 3, tap your bum down each time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Super fast. Other side. Hips stacked on the elbow. Top leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. Whizzing round. Bottom leg bent. Top leg straight. Off we go. 1, 2. Keep your tummy strong. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Nice one. Good. Another one. Good. 1, 2, 3. You can use that hand if you want. 7, 8, 9, 10. One more each side. Good. Bottom leg bent. Top leg straight on the elbow. 10 seconds. 2. Keep your tummy strong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. Last one. It's going to be achy after this tomorrow, or maybe even now. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Amazing. So, last thing to do is to stretch off those glutes. We did that sneaky bit of stretching throughout the workout, so you've got some stretching done, but continue and do a little bit more yourself if you want to now. No harm. Just lean forwards into it here, pushing your knees down. So if you like my channel, then please subscribe. Click like on this video and give me a quick comment in the comment box. Let me know what you'd want to see next. And I hope that gets you a lot fitter, stronger, more tension in the body, helps prevent injuries, but also performance.